Hey, Karina here, your lucid living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you the Jupiter in Cancer video. So Jupiter moved into Cancer today, June 9th, and it will be here for a year until July 30th of 2026. And this is a huge shift. I mean, we're really going to feel it because Jupiter is the biggest the biggest planet of our solar system. And Jupiter is associated with Sagittarius. And Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So it's very happy here. It was opposite of its home when it was in Jupiter Gemini for the last year. That was not a happy placement for Jupiter. But now that Jupiter is in the crabby Cancer crab sign, it will be happy because Cancer is all about family, nurturing ourself, being protective of ourself, our emotions, our home. And Cancer is about our intuition, and Cancer's ruled by the moon. So it changes signs every 2.5 days. So the breakdown of the key phases is today, of course, the ingress into Cancer. And then we have the retrograde that begins November 8th at 17 degrees of Cancer, and then retrogrades ends at March 3rd of 2026 at 6 degrees of Cancer. And Jupiter leaves Cancer and enters into Leo, which is my sign, on July 30th of next year. So super looking forward to the next 2-year Jupiter cycle. Why does this matter? Well, it is Jupiter functions very well here. We're going to expect the themes around our emotional growth, our family blessings, nourishment, our inner expansion in our inner world, what we feel, what we do that makes us feel safe and secure and nurtured. And we could be focused on the nurturing of not only our family, but ourselves. This can be a great time for healing and improving home life, fertility, even, or developing your connection with your intuition. So this, I mean, could also be deeply emotional and nurturing and spiritually expansive time. Since Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, this means that Jupiter will express its gifts a lot more than it did in Gemini. Growth, protection, abundance, wisdom. I mean, Jupiter brings luck and expansion for wherever it touches. So you're going to want to look to see where Cancer is in your natal birth chart and what planets are in Cancer that will be expanding that energy in your life. With great strength and integrity through Cancer's themes of home, family, emotional safety, roots, intuition, nourishment, and our divine feminine. We will now have Jupiter squaring too, over to Saturn and Neptune. Now, this might be a bit more challenging, as squares are areas that need some adjusting. And the square also just recently will be Mars is applying to the last degrees of Leo as well. And Uranus will be squaring Mars, which is going to be a very intense and bold and unpredictable, fiery aspect versus like rebellious, like shocks and shifts, especially for anyone that has Leo in the second house. This could be areas of values and resources, self-worth. But I've digressed. Let me stay on path. So the square with Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in Aries specifically, it's also going to be squaring Neptune, is this growth and expansion versus this restriction. Saturn is in its spring. It wants to go fast. It's about our identity, our ego, our independence, treading new paths as far as it goes to structures and systems. And we're going to see a whole new reality kind of unfold before our eyes for the next 2.5-year cycle. When Saturn was in Pisces, it was about the ending of an old world, and now we are building this new world. And Jupiter in Cancer is about this expansion of community and family, and also about our home. And so we can be seeing some of these new systems being implemented, and we also need to of our home, our family, our where we live, our communities. And we need to get involved with the building of this new systems and structures that we have in place. This square will be happening through 2026 too, because of the retrogrades. But the main themes we're going to see is growth emotionally, healing family wounds, and receiving support. Also, the transit can bring up conflicts between your emotional availability and also being more self-directed. And because Cancer wants to feel and nurture, where Aries doesn't want to. Aries wants to make shit happen. So you might feel during this cycle that we need to choose between the sensitivity and the strength, or the security and the drive and ambition to go about things our own way. But this is a time, where the square happens is growing pains, because we have this growth, but it only comes through these limitations. And there could be delays or frustrations in areas that want to expand, especially around our home, career, our personal identity, and our relationships. So there's old karmas that could be resurfacing. just calling for a balance for our emotional well-being and also our responsibilities. So it's like nurturing and taking care of ourselves while we're also hustling in the world as the new world is being built, and we're trying to keep up and learn everything that we're supposed to learn in this new world of online and AI and robotics and social medias. You know, everything has become very artificial, and we also need to remember where we come from, our family, our roots, our authenticity, our real, and listening to our intuition, because we don't want to move away from that intuition and that feeling when it comes to all these AI things that are happening. We want to stay creative within humanity, like what we are. We are intuitive beings that can create on our own. We don't need AI. And so we want to make sure that we're holding on to that authenticity and that truth. How to work with this. Honoring our emotional needs, practicing emotional discipline, taking things slow and steady action, set healthy boundaries, heal by taking full ownership of our past as well as our path. So as far as Jupiter and Cancer, we're just going to really be getting a lot of luck and opportunities with being authentic, sharing our emotions, being vulnerable, using our intuition. And there's going to be a lot of emotional growth in this next year. We might be called to expand our heart and heal old wounds and deepen our emotional bonds. Maybe even around our family dynamics, maybe our roots, how we were raised, like healing through our family ancestry, whether that's trauma or vicious family cycles, like really seeing and transmuting those. Also, we can be really focused on our home. So either where we live, our communities, or as small as moving, remodeling, growing your family, or resolving any root issues, you know, from your ancestral line. There's definitely this spiritual and intuitive expansion, heightened psychic developments, fertility and abundance, protective energy. People may feel more inclined to protect their loved ones, traditions, and their emotional boundaries. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Jupiter transiting through the houses. So if you are, if you have Jupiter in the fourth house, you might be an Aries rising. But if Jupiter is transiting your fourth house, this is expanding your home and family, your emotional roots as well. You could be during this year moving, buying property, starting a family, or reconnect with your home, your roots, your ancestry. You could be expanding your family unit by having more children or adopting or adding more family members. This would be a good time just to start preparing for these moves by cleansing and clearing your home, organizing, getting rid of stuff, and clearing out the emotional clutter as well. It might be a good time to start journaling, maybe about, family patterns or anything that you want to heal from the past. And if you are a Taurus rising or Jupiter is in the third house, this is going to be expanding your communication, your learning. This is also your siblings and cousins or short distance travel. So it could be that you're getting a bigger vehicle because your family has expanded, or you could be getting a lot of luck through your social medias, and maybe you grow a huge following through your social medias or online presence. It's a really good time to write a book if you've been wanting to write that book. You have big ideas. Writing projects are really abundant during this time, and opportunities to teach and getting your voice out there and being heard. Maybe it's time to refresh your communication tools or your tech tools, or open a new skill or class online. You could be learning something online, or even just engaging in your spiritual practice through communication, through online ventures. Maybe look through Meetup and find some like-minded community. Gemini rising, or if Jupiter's in your second house, this is going to be expanding and giving you a lot of luck in your resources, how you grow your resources, self-worth, money, income opportunities will start to blossom. Time to build financial security. So get your finances in order and think long-term value, not just quick cash. So yeah, because Jupiter rules the bigger picture. So getting a bigger picture of your money matters. Cancer rising, or if Jupiter's in your first house, this is your time to shine. You are really focused and you get a lot of luck and abundance through your personal growth. Focus on yourself and how you appear to the world. Your blessings, you could get some health boosts. You want to be careful because Jupiter expands anything and it's your appearance. So you just want to make sure that you're dialing in your weight as far as diet, because it could blow you up physically if you're not careful. But it is a glow up energy. You're definitely going to feel more confident, and you're going to have more visibility and luck in all areas. So define what you want to expand and show up authentically. The universe is saying yes to you right now, Cancers. I know that you guys all have been going through a lot since last year when Mars have been rolling through you and Leo's sign. And it's been very challenging, but things are going to start looking more up for you, Cancers. Leo risings, or if Jupiter is transiting your 12th house, you are in a spiritual growth cycle. A lot of healings and endings, and maybe isolations where you just want to retreat and go inwards, and rest and heal. You're preparing for your new cycle in 2026 when Jupiter enters your sign. So this is a time of really letting go of what's draining you and connect with your dreams and really get into your self-care, whether that is your spiritual practices, therapy, going to the gym, focused on your health, your mental health, and your well-being. and definitely doing that inner work. You're going to find a lot of blessings when you do that. Virgo risings and Virgo sun, or if Jupiter's in the 11th house, this is all about your friendships and networks and your future plans. So when Jupiter's transing your 11th, which I just went through this, is your friends bring so much happiness and growth and expansion, and your friendship and networks grow. So you're constantly meeting new people and expanding your friendships and your networks and making future plans. It's a good time for you guys to meet your powerful allies and also grow your audience or achieve your long held goals, anything that you want to build, and build your community, update your social media, and visualize the big goals. This is a very expansive time for you, Virgos, of really connecting with your friends and your networks. Now, Libra risings, or if Jupiter's in your 10th house of career and legacy. So you're going to find a lot of expansion and growth within your career and your public recognition and leadership. You're really going to look and appear very successful and abundant and lucky. There could be moments of promotion or fame or launching something new and exciting. So this is this is about refreshing your brand or maybe your resume and claim your authority in your career and your legacy. What are you leaving behind? And really focus on that. Scorpio risings, or if Jupiter is in your 9th house, this is focused on having a lot of luck and opportunity for travel, higher education, spirituality, and it might be a good time to study, maybe study abroad or travel and learn something new in another country. This is about publishing, maybe publishing a book, travel overseas, or find a deeper belief or faith system. Expand your mind, book a trip, enroll in a course, or write your truths down and figure out if your beliefs are still working for you. Sagittarius risings, or if Jupiter is in the 8th house. Jupiter in the 8th house is about intimacy, transformation, shared resources. You could receive help through inheritance, grants, loans, or your deeper relationships and bonds, whether that's your marriage or your partner. Work on trust and intimacy. Heal your money stories and past traumas around abundance. The 8th house is a transformational house. It's somewhat of a hidden house. It's ruled by Scorpio. So with Jupiter rolling through the 8th house, you're going to go through a lot of transformations and a lot of luck through those transformations. But it expands other people's money. So expect to receive some extra money through others. Capricorn risings, Jupiter is in the 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts. So when Jupiter is rolling through your 7th house, it's expanding this area. You're going to have a lot of business partnerships, a lot of opportunities for marriage or business collabs or soulmate level connections. Define what you want in a partner and prepare for mutual growth. Aquarius risings, Jupiter's in your sixth house of health, routine, and service. Your work, your daily routines, your health. You may change your lifestyle, diet, or take on a meaningful work. Jupiter, you're going to find a lot of luck during in your daily routines, in your daily rituals. You're just going to feel really like connected with like what you do when you wake up to the time you go to bed. It could be just really busy as well. It expands whatever it touches. So just be mindful of your health. If you have any health issues, that could also expand that. So you just want to dial in your health, your routines. You want to be working out, eating healthy, eating green, raw, and organize your life. Like the sixth house is a Virgo house. So it's all about organization and create systems that nurture your wellness and your health and make work more efficient for you. Pisces risings, or if Jupiter is transiting your fifth house. This is of creativity, romance, children, and joy. You could be, adding more children to your family. It might be a fertile time for you, and your family. A fertile time for art and creativity, passion, love. You're gonna find a lot of luck through that. One night stands. So just be careful if you're not wanting to get pregnant, or you don't want to expand your family. But yeah, I mean, it is the time of just really getting that luck and expansion through playing and being yourself and allowing yourself to be passionate and creative and in any way that you feel is fit for you. Reconnect with passion and expressive freedom. So, yeah, create a home altar for protection, everyone. Just offer in those blessings that Jupiter are going to give for us this year. Cooking meals, home cooked meals. That's so Cancer. Connecting with water through baths, ocean, rivers, tears as well. This is a cleansing time this year, as Cancer is a water sign. Work on just healing through journaling, therapy, and release, emotional release in healthy ways. Let yourself receive rest in this transformation, and allowing the abundance to flow through you, through your home and family and community, and really anchor in to yourself through your intuition. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you would like to sign up for my workshop June 30th, you can head over to my meetup page at Astro Paint and Sip. The links are in my bio, and I look forward to seeing you there. If you're interested in a reading, you could head over to my website at lucidlivingmovement.com. And if you'd like to support me in any way, my link tree is there. It has my Etsy page. I have just made a brand new batch of my favorite magic moisturizer skincare. It is the best on the market, I'm telling you. If you have spots, dry skin, acne, rosacea, anything, or if you're just aging like myself and you need to stay hydrated while your cells are turning over while you sleep, this is the magic moisturizer for you. I used to wear it at night, but I'm wearing it even during the day now. So it is lovely, and it is on my Etsy for $55. It's called Magic Moisturizer. But you could also shoot me a Venmo at Lucid Living Coach, $55. Just say Magic Moisturizer. And if you're not local, send me your address and I'll mail you one. All right. Talk to you on the next podcast.